What if the Ides of March never came? What if Caesar didn't fall to 23 blades, but rose instead, more powerful than ever? Imagine a world where Rome never broke. Where emperors were never crowned, because one man ruled forever. Where democracy didn't return. Where rebellion never stood a chance. Today, we unravel an empire's fate, changed by a single heartbeat. This is the story of how one man's survival could have reshaped the entire world. The moment that changed everything. In our timeline, Julius Caesar was assassinated in 44 BCE. By friends. By allies. They believed killing him would save the Republic. But what if Brutus hesitated? What if a loyal guard intercepted the plot? What if Caesar, forewarned by the soothsayer, turned the tables? He doesn't fall. Instead, he lives. And in that moment, so does the dream of a Roman monarchy. Rome erupts in fear and awe. Caesar wastes no time. He purges the Senate. Names himself imperator for life, not in title, but in truth. And the world watches. Because Caesar has one more vision. Not just to rule Rome. But to remake it. The golden age that never was. A united empire. With the Senate dissolved, Caesar restructures the empire. No more consuls. No more votes. Only governors, appointed by him. Corruption collapses. Rome becomes more efficient. Ruthless. Unified. The people, tired of chaos, cheer him. The poor are fed. Roads are built. Legions expand into Germania, Parthia, even Britain. Under Caesar's rule, a new Pax Romana begins. Not born from peace, but order. But as power consolidates, so do enemies. The rebellion that never sparked. In Egypt, Cleopatra remains Caesar's ally, and possibly more. Their son, Caesar Ion, is declared heir. Rome now sees a future emperor with both Roman and Egyptian blood. Opposition brews, but it never catches fire. Why? Because Caesar learned one thing from his near death. Mercy is weakness. He crushes uprisings before they begin. Names are erased. Cities punished. Rebels vanish in the night. And so, Caesar doesn't just rule. He becomes legend. The religion that was never born. Without the instability after Caesar's death. There's no civil war. No Augustus. No Tiberius. No Nero to burn Rome, or blame Christians. Christianity remains a fringe sect, obscure and hunted. Rome never becomes a Christian empire. It remains pagan, imperial, eternal. And with that, the course of spiritual history itself changes. But Caesar is still mortal. And time always wins. The choice that could end it all. In his 70s now, Caesar has ruled longer than any Roman dreamed. But the question rises. Who inherits the world he built? Caesar, a general? Or will Rome devour itself once more? He knows. If he chooses wrong, the empire he forged in blood could still die in ash. The empire that crossed oceans. With Caesar alive, Roman technology advances faster. Steam power, early mechanics. The empire industrializes, not in 1800s Europe, but in the 1st century. By 70 CE, Roman explorers reached the edge of the Atlantic. And beyond. Imagine it. Roman colonies in the Americas. Temples in Brazil. Legions in California. A world stitched in Roman marble. A language that dominated the earth. With Caesar's long rule, Latin never fades. The empire never fractures. Languages don't splinter. They unify. A global world where Latin is spoken in Tokyo, Nairobi, New York. One law. One language. One legacy. The world that never was. But what is lost? Democracy. Freedom. Innovation born from rebellion. Without his death, we may never have seen the Renaissance, the Enlightenment, or the modern world. In saving Rome, did Caesar slow down humanity? One final question. Julius Caesar died because men feared he'd take too much. But in this world, he did take it all. The question is, would you rather live in a world ruled by one man, forever in order, or one broken by freedom? And so I ask you, if Caesar had lived, would the world be better? Or just quieter? Let us know in the comments. And if you think history is set in stone, remember, sometimes, all it takes is one heartbeat to rewrite the world. Echoes of the Empire, subscribe for more.